What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, going back to Doll Boxx. Yes, indeed. Doll Boxx fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Home Gnome, and this is actually one of Home Gnome's 3 prioritized requests for the month of October for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Home Gnome. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Home Gnome want to see me react to this. It is Doll Boxx with a song entitled Merrily High Go Round.
Merry-go-round broke down. Quite a loony selection for a group of drunken reprobates.
Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Hitsugi. I guess it's Hitsugi or is it Hitsugi? I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure it's one of those two. And the video has 10,000 views. Boy, you talk about cutting it close. But nah, it'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Merrily High Go Round. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 風を嵐を起こしましょう。回す。昔からそうなんだここぞって大事な時にいつも一歩後ろそばかりしてわざと隠した鍵で誘いに行くよ夜が明けるまで君の自由力がさあ世界中の誰が消えちゃ
I think I found it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I found the tempo. It's deceiving. It's really deceiving because we are utilizing a double time feel through, I would say, about 2/3 of the song. So here's the tempo. This is the tempo I'm fighting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba, 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 ba. Now within that tempo, they're, like I said, primarily about 2/3 of the song, they've been in a double time feel. With the snare, like in the chorus, the snare's on the offbeats, the upbeats is on the ands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Sometimes though, she'll she'll stay in the double time. Hannah will stay in the double time, but she'll transition and put the snare hits on the downbeats to give it a little more of a relaxed feel as compared to having the snare on the offbeats. By putting the snare on the offbeats, it gives a little more of that dry feel, a little more, it's an illusion. It gives it a little bit of an illusion of adding a little extra push without actually pushing. Where you put the snare on the downbeats on the 1, 2, 3, and 4, it gives it a little more of a straight ahead and even possibly a little more of a relaxed feel by comparison. Oddly enough, I haven't heard them do straight time. I haven't heard the snare on the 2 and 4 at all. It's either been at the double time feel or it's been a halftime feel with the snare on the 3. It's interesting. It's really interesting, that dynamic without utilizing straight time feel at all. What's really helping me is what's happening within the bass, what Koga's playing. That 16th note pattern, the 3/16, slap, slap, pop. That double slap with the thumb, and then the pop on the octave. Now here's the thing. Everybody's going to hear that and go, oh, that's amazing. That's incredible. Guys, it's octaves. It's seriously octaves. It's root, octave, root, octave with a 16th note break in between. She's shifting notes, yes, but every time she shifts notes, it goes down to another note with a root, octave pattern. Doesn't matter if she's in D, doesn't matter if she's in A sharp, doesn't matter if she's in C, it doesn't matter if she's on, the G, it doesn't matter. It's always on that octave play. Is there anything wrong with that? No, she's doing it clean. She's doing it well. I just don't want people getting things misconstrued and going, oh, she's playing all over the place. No, she's not. Not really. Not if you look at it. It's literally 1s and 8s, 1s and 8s, 1s and 8s. Doesn't matter where on the neck it is. It's a 1 and 8 pattern. 1-1-8, 1-1-8, 1-1-8, 1-1-8 with a 16th note break in between. It sounds cool. Yeah, it does. And she's doing it very clean. Absolutely. I just don't want people thinking it's more complicated and more impressive than it actually is. But she's doing a fine job on it. And that's what's really helping me lock in with the tempo, is recognizing that what she's playing is 16th notes. It's based on the 16th note pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's really, more than anybody else, it's been Koga who's really kind of helped me lock in with the tempo. So thank you, Koga. Anyway, let's oh wow, we're almost done. I didn't even realize that. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Fun tune. Fun tune. Upbeat. Definitely having kind of an uplifting feel to it, what's happening within the chordal progression. Very major oriented against the minor. So you'll have the minors starting, but then they'll always resolve to that major feel, especially coming out of the phrases. Feels good. Feels good. There's a few things to talk about for sure. When it comes to the instrumentation, the individual players, there's definitely some things to talk about. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Doll Boxx with Merrily High Go Round. This was a request from Home Gnome, and this was actually one of Home Gnome's 3 prioritized requests for the month of October for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Home Gnome. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. Okay, I have a score. It makes perfect sense to me. I have my reasons, and I hope everybody listens very carefully to what I say, in particular to one part, before people decide to absolutely lose their minds on me. So let's start with the score first. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.4, what does that mean? Well, an 8.4 would translate to a great scale rating, so I think overall this was a great song. It would also get 4 out of 5 stars and an A- letter grade, so there you go, an 8.4, great scale rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. I don't think people are going to lose their minds about the score. I think everybody's going to be fine with the 8.4. I think what I'm going to say next is what's going to set a whole lot of people off, and I really hope they don't. I hope they take everything I'm about to say and keep it in perspective, okay? I'm going to start in a weird place. And the reason I'm starting in the weird place is I want to get, here we go. Listen, within every song, there's gonna be strengths and there's gonna be weaknesses, okay? I'm gonna start in the weak spot of the song. Take everything in perspective here. I'm gonna start with the vocals.
What did he say?
Vocally, I think what they did sounded fine. I think what they did sounded really good, okay? Hence, really good versus great, okay? I think the vocals, if we're being honest here, out of everything that happened during the course of the song, I think the vocals were the weakest part.
A riot is an ugly thing. And I think that it is just about time that we had one!
Now, am I saying the vocals were bad? No. Am I saying the vocals were terrible? No. Am I saying the vocals ruined the song? No, I'm not saying any of that. All I'm saying is this. Looking at everything that happened within the course of the song, there are parts that are stronger than others and there are parts that are weaker than others. And if I'm being honest here, the vocals were the weakest part of this song. They were the weakest link. Okay, now does that mean, now look, if that's the weakest link, this song's got nothing to worry about, okay? I would give the vocals about 7.7, 7.8, somewhere in there. The vocal performance from everybody was really good. Harmony sounded just fine. Delivery sounded good. Fuki's pitch sounded just fine. Her vibrato control sounded just fine. I have no complaints about the vocal performance, okay? I want to be very clear as a matter of fact, I want to be so clear, I'm going to say it again. I have no complaints about the vocal performance from anybody. I'm just saying in comparison to what's happening with everywhere else within the song, I think the vocals were the weakest part, okay? Take that for what it's worth. Now, let's talk about everything else in the song that I would put up in the great scale. Instrumentally, I think this was really showing off some of Doll Boxx's finest work from a musicianship standpoint. The reason I'm saying that is this. They did something that not too many bands are willing to do, or even willing to attempt, and they did it. There's no other way to put it. They did a great job doing it. They avoided straight time, which is really weird. They avoided playing, and this really goes to Hannah more than anybody else. They avoided having the snare on the 2 and the 4, or on the 1 and the 3. They were either playing at double time, or they were playing at half time. And when they were playing in double time, they had the snare on, they had 4 snare placements per measure, and they were either on the downbeats, 1, 2, 3, and 4, or they were on the upbeats, the and. When they put the snare, when Hannah puts the snare on the upbeats, it gives the song an illusion. It doesn't actually do it. It gives the song an illusion of pushing. It gives it an illusion of rushing, even though it really isn't. It gives it that illusion. When you put the snare on the downbeats of 1, 2, 3, and 4, it gives it much more of a straight ahead feel, not pushing, just right on the tempo. And by contrast to what's happening with the upbeats, it can even give the illusion of having a little more of a laid back and relaxed feel. Did she actually rush? No. No, she did not. Did she actually drag? No, she actually did not. She was playing right on tempo the whole time. Just the snare placement can really mess with you if you're not careful. And what's really hard by drummer standards, I've worked with a number of drummers who have told this, the hardest thing to do is make those transitions between playing at that double time with the snare, having 4 snare hits per measure, especially when on the offbeats. When you're doing the offbeat, it's really easy as a drummer to rush. It is very easy to let the tempo get away from you. So kudos to her. Now, obviously, playing with a click obviously helps quite a bit. Having the click in her in-ears definitely helps keep her on track. But even click, guys, even click's not going to fix everything's problems. I mean, you could still rush. I've played with a number of drummers, who I shall not name, who, even though they have a click going, cannot keep steady tempo to save their lives. I hope none of those drummers are watching this video. I very seriously doubt it, but in any case, it happens. It does happen. So kudos to Hannah. Koga's bass playing on this was immaculate, absolutely immaculate. Now, having said that, was what she was playing super impressive? From a notation standpoint, no. She was literally playing octaves the entire time. Root to 8, root to 8, root to 8, root to 8. Now, how she was doing it though, rhythmically, it was clean. It was very clean, especially the tempo that she was playing at. With that 16th note pattern, 2 16th on the slap, a 3rd 16th on the pop, and then rest for 16th. With the das being the octave up and the da being the 2 slaps on the root. Very clean, very precise. I didn't hear any flubs. I didn't hear any smudges. I mean, she absolutely knocked it out of the park with as far as cleanliness goes and rhythmically goes. It sounded really nice in contrast to the song, and I gotta be honest with you, without that from her, I would have had a much harder time finding the actual tempo of the song. So, I thank you. Thank you, Koga. But she did a great job on it. Great job. Oreo's playing another 16th note, another 16th note pattern that she was establishing as well. Although she wasn't playing so much on the 3, she was playing, her 16th note pattern was a little bit different. She would skip the downbeat. She would skip the downbeat of 1 and the downbeat of 3, and she would go E and a 2 E and a E and a 4 E and a E and a 1 is a no, not 1 E and a 2 E and a E and a 4 E and a E and a 2 E and a E and a 4 E and a. She would skip 1 and 3. And if she was playing on 1 and 3, then it must have been down in the lower register because I didn't hear it. I could hear her upper register clear as day. But it was very nicely done. In particular, during the guitar solo. During the guitar solo, she was doing a straight 16th against Hannah's 16th to sextuplet. No, actually, it was like 8, 2, 3, 2, and 4, 1 and 2 and and 2 and yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it was 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I think that's what it was. But Hannah was definitely playing around with that 3. I believe it was sextuplets, or maybe it was just triplets. That would be triplets. Triplet. Yeah, that would be triplets. My apologies, not sextuplets, triplets. Hannah was doing that pattern against the straight 16th note pattern that Oreo was doing, and the rhythmic pattern that the 3/16ths that Koga had going. So a lot of things happening behind the guitar solo, and all of them sounded really good when they brought them together. So nice job on Oreo's part. Then you had the guitar work. Solid work. Great job from her, especially that solo. That solo definitely pumped her up into the grade. Very tasteful solo. When you're playing a song like this, it's very easy to let technique get ahead of feel, because a lot of it is in the major. Well, a lot of it resolves into the major. It doesn't always start in major. Actually, usually starts on the minor, but resolves to the major. So it's very easy to let technique get away, especially from like an arpeggiation, like sweep picking arpeggios. In a song like this, it would be very easy to put that ahead of everything else and just sweep pick, sweep pick, sweep pick, sweep pick. Take a page out of Steve Vai's book. Yeah, sure, you can do that, absolutely. Or Joe Satriani's book. Sure, yeah, you can do that, absolutely. But with a song like this, though, that may not always be the best choice when it comes to soloing. I think the solo that she pulled out was very melodic, and it fit the song like a glove. So nice work on her solo. Is that everybody? Yeah, that's everybody. Cool. Okay. So yeah, overall, like I said, it was a great job overall. Some things were more impressive than others, obviously, but overall, you take everything together, you combine the score, and you get an 8.4. Oh, I forgot to mention the live show. Looked good. It looked good. I've seen better live shows from them, but they checked off all the boxes. Stage presence, check, definitely. Stage energy, check, definitely. A lot of movement around, utilizing those ego blocks. Stage interaction, yeah, we saw some. Not a lot, but we saw some. Crowd interaction, Pilky's really good at that. She's really good at that. And on top of that, you got Oreo back there pointing to the crowd quite a bit as well. And then showmanship, yeah, check. Everything checked, except production. But like I said, production's always been bonus points. So, not worried about that one. No, 8.4. Overall, I think it was a great job. So, that's where we're at, and that's where we're going to stay. So, let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.4, which is a great scale rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.